Good morning, students. From Jimir sir. This is our second video lecture of chapter number 3. In this video lecture, we will discuss types of bank account, RTGS and EFT, and different services provided by bank. So let's start with types of bank accounts. First of all, the bank demands KYC, that is know your customer, from the customer at the time of opening a new account or for other services of the bank as per the rules of the central bank, that is RBI. Students, as per the rule of Reserve Bank of India, whenever you go to open an bank account, then you have to present your identity, and for that you have to present your PAN card or Aadhaar card, whatever is there, and also for address proof you have to provide your latest light bill. So from this document bank will know you and they open your bank account, and also they provide different services provided by bank. There are total 4 types of bank account. First is savings account. It means the account in which people deposit their savings. A fixed rate of interest is paid in this account. The customer gets interest as per the amount and days for which the amount remains credited in the account. The bank provides facilities like checkbook, ATM card, etc. In this account, the account holder can deposit check, draft, and cash in his account. He can withdraw the amount through a check or a withdrawal slip. The bank compels the account holder to maintain minimum balance in his account. Generally, the number of withdrawal in a savings account are limited in a month. Nomination can be registered. Bank gets deposits on a large scale through these accounts. Students, this is very important account, savings account. In savings account, you can save your money. First of all, a salarized person or any businessman, if he wants to save his money, then savings account is better for him. If you want to open savings account, then necessary document for KYC you have to submit to bank, and bank gives you checkbook, passbook and ATM card for operate this account. In savings account you can deposit your money by check, draft or cash, and also you can withdraw your money by a check or a withdrawal slip. A person who does not have a check, he can use withdrawal slip to withdraw money, and you can also withdraw your money by ATM card. Students, here bank will compel that account holder has to maintain minimum balance in his account. If you are not maintaining minimum balance, then bank will charge some extra amount as a penalty. So that you have to remember. And also you can open your account jointly and also individually. Name is there. Nomination can be registered. Yes, for nomination you can register name. And here very important word is that bank gets deposits on a larger scale through this account, because normally each and every person open this account and they put maximum money, whatever money they have in this account. So bank gets larger deposit or larger amount through this account. So savings account very important account for your whole life. Second, current account. This account can be opened with the name of an individual or a business unit. Normally, no interest is provided in this account, but the bank may collect bank charges. Facilities of loan can be provided on this account. There is no limitation in terms of the number of transactions in a month in this account. Generally, a businessman opens this account. Students, current account is very very important for businessmen. In this account, you can open by an individual name or a business name. In this account, bank will not give you any interest, but bank may collect bank charges. In this account, you can do frequent transactions, means you can withdraw or deposit money in a month. Also, in this account, if there is a requirement of loan, then bank will also give you loan by the way of cash credit or a overdraft. In this account, bank will not give you interest because in this account sometime balance is high and sometime balance is very low. So bank cannot use your money for investment purpose or for lending purpose. That's why bank will not give you any interest to account holder. So students, this is very important account for business purpose. Third, recurring account. This is an account which is open from the savings point of view, in which it is compulsory to deposit certain amount every month. The rate of interest on such amount is higher than savings account and lower than fixed deposit. The bank pays the whole amount along with interest at the end of the term. Students, in chapter number 2 in postal services, we have discussed recurring account. In recurring account, the main thing is that you have to deposit certain fixed amount every month. Here bank will give you interest more than the savings account and lower than the FD. Why? Because you have to pay money at every month. So bank cannot use your money directly. So bank will not give maximum rate of interest like FD. In this account, when the term gets over, at that time bank will give you interest and also capital whatever you have deposited. Here very very important what is that from the savings point of view, this account works. So you have to do compulsory saving for this account. Fourth and last type of account is fixed deposit. In short, you can say FD account. FD means source of the money which can be used by the bank for the fixed term. The depositor cannot withdraw money until the maturity date of deposit. If the money is withdrawn before the terms of maturity, then the rate of interest decreases. The bank gives the depositor written guarantee that it will pay the amount back along with interest at the end of the term. As the customer cannot withdraw money before the maturity date, the rate of interest is fixed deposit is higher than the savings account and recurring account. Students, FD account is very very important because in this account you get maximum rate of interest. Why maximum rate of interest? Because when you open this account, you have to deposit certain fixed amount. For example, 50,000 or a 1 lakh or whatever you want to deposit. Bank will use your money for certain fixed time because whatever term you have decided, bank gives you maximum interest and your money will be lended by bank to other person, and that's why bank will give you maximum rate of interest. If you withdraw money before the term of maturity, at that time the rate of interest will decrease. So that you have to remember very well. Generally senior citizen can maximum put deposit in this account and they get maximum rate of interest. In this account, bank gives maximum rate of interest because bank will use your money for. So students, these are total 4 types of bank accounts. Each account has its advantages. Normally each and every person can open this account as per their requirement. This answer can be asked in 5 marks, and also as a short note in a 2 marks or a 3 marks. Question: RTGS, real time gross settlement. First of all, meaning: when an RTGS member bank transfers money to the any other RTGS member bank anywhere in India, this method is called RTGS. Students, in RTGS means real time gross settlement. RTGS member bank. How can you identify RTGS member bank? By its IFSC code. When one RTGS member bank transfer money to any other RTGS member bank anywhere in India, you can transfer money anywhere in India, then it is known as RTGS. Each of the RTGS member bank branch is identified through IFSC code, that is Indian Financial System Code, the full form of IFSC. It is an 11-digit alphanumerical code. IFSC code is provided by IDRBT, that is Institute for Development and Research on Banking Technology, located at Hyderabad. RTGS is a method of transferring money from any bank in India. In this method, the amount is debited or credited as per real time and as per gross settlement. Students, the branch is identified by its IFSC code. Every branch has its own IFSC code, which is provided by IDRBT Hyderabad. This is 11-digit alphanumerical code. In this picture you can see first 4 character, that is bank code, fifth character is reserved for future use, and the remaining 6 character, that is branch code. IFSC code is very important to identify any branch in India. If you want to transfer money, then you should have the name of that person, also account holders, account number, and also IFSC code of that person. By easily these 3 things, you can transfer money through RTGS. In RTGS, real time gross settlement, real time means same time, and gross settlement means from one account it is debited and from second account it will be credited. Real time. For example, if you want to transfer money through RTGS at 11 o'clock, simple, at 11 o'clock bank start your processing, and at real time from your account money will be debited and the same time money will be credited to the next person. In RTGS method, money from the account of an account holder of a bank is transferred to the account of the account holder of another bank in India. The transaction is not done in cash, so both the sender and the receiver need to have IFSC code. For the deposit transaction of 2 lakhs or more, RBI provides service through RTGS. In this method, the amount is debited in the account of the receiver on the same day as soon as bank receives instructions from the sender. An amount of rupees 2 lakhs or more is transferred through RTGS. In this method, commission is charged from the sender of the money and receiver is not charged any commission. RTGS, both sender and beneficiary have bank account, and also they have enough cash to send money. In this method, very important word is you can transfer money for more than 2 lakhs. For less than 2 lakh, RTGS is not for you. You cannot transfer money less than 2 lakhs through RTGS. In this method, when you instruct your bank the same time bank process and your money will be transferred to the next person. In this method you have to pay commission. So a person who want to send money, he has to pay commission, and receiver is not charged any commission. So this is very important service provided by bank. RTGS, real time gross settlement. In this service you can transfer money for more than 2 lakhs. The maximum limit, whatever you want to transfer money as you wish. In this account, three things is very important. One is account holder's name, second IFSC code of that branch, and third bank account number of the beneficiary. So you can easily transfer money through this RTGS method. Question is there, National Electronic Fund Transfer, in short you can say NEFT and EFT. First of all, meaning NEFT is method in which one bank having NEFT membership transfer money to another NEFT member bank in India. NEFT is also a type of payment just like RTGS. This arrangement is provided through online system. For this, IFSC code is given. In this system, there is no limit on minimum amount. Maximum 2 lakh can be transferred in batches in this system. RBI is setting transaction on hourly basis. In this system, money is credited to receiver's account on the same day or within 48 hours. Students, NEFT is just like RTGS. The main difference is that in NEFT, you cannot transfer money more than 2 lakhs. Means minimum 2 lakh you can transfer money. Minimum 2 lakh, so from 1 rupees to 2 lakhs you can transfer through NEFT. Here money will be credited to receiver's account on the same day or within 48 hours. Here time duration is more. In this system also bank has its IFSC code, and through IFSC code NEFT transaction is done. Indian Financial System Code we have already discussed in RTGS. So you have RTGS, you have IFSC code, and if bank account number of beneficiary, then you can easily do transaction with NEFT, and you can transfer up to rupees 2 lakhs by NEFT. Here transactions are settled batch-wise through DNS, that is different net settlement. Minimum 10 transactions can be there in one batch. IFSC code I have already discussed. All NEFT member bank are identified through IFSC code, which is in alpha numerical combination of 11 digit. In this method, commission is charged from the sender, but in case of inward NEFT, where in receiver is not charged any commission. One thing is very important, to NEFT 50,000 by cash. 50,000 or less money can be NEFT by depositing cash in bank, and facility of NEFT is available to walk-in customer from all NEFT member branches of the bank. Here in NEFT, bank is settled transaction batch-wise through DNS, that is different net settlement. Maximum 10 transactions are there in a one batch. So you can get money maximum within 48 hours. IFSC code, 11 digit code, you know very well. But here one thing is very important, that is you can transfer money up to rupees 50,000 by cash. In 50,000 or less money you can transfer by cash, means walk-in customer can get the advantage of this method. Walk-in customer means a customer who does not have any bank account, though he can transfer money up to rupees 50,000 from any branch in all over India. Here main difference between NEFT and RTGS. In NEFT arrangement it is done in batches and it is slower. Yes, but RTGS it is real time transfer and it is faster. Yes, we have discussed. Acronym National Electronic Fund Transfer, and here full form, that is RTGS, real time gross settlement. Minimum transfer limit, no minimum transfer limit. Yes, you can transfer 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupees, 10 rupee, whatever. But in RTGS minimum transfer limit is 2 lakhs. Maximum transfer limit in both no limit. And the credit in beneficiary account happens in hourly batch between the bank. In RTGS real time between the bank. So NEFT is also useful, but in NEFT the transaction gets slower. So if you want immediately transfer money for more than 2 lakhs, then RTGS is better for you. This question can be asked in a short note in a 2 or 3 marks. Services provided by bank. First, bank overdraft. A businessman holding a current account with the bank, when the facility to withdraw more money than the credit balance of his account is security given, then it is called bank overdraft. The businessman may get overdraft on the self-guarantee or the securities as a guarantee of the other. The interest has to be paid only on the overdraft amount through the maximum amount sanctioned for overdraft may be more. Here bank overdraft, over means excess, draft means withdraw. Businessmen get this facility. Current account holder can withdraw more money than whatever balance is there. Here bank will give you overdraft only and only when you give your self guarantee or securities as a guarantee to the bank. Interest you have to pay whatever amount you have used as a overdraft. Second service is cash credit. The loan provided to the businessman for the growth and development of his business, considering the stock and the due collection of the money, is called cash credit. In this kind of loan, the stock of goods remains under the hypothecation of bank. The rate of interest is paid by the business unit according to the amount and the time used for loan as decided earlier. Students, in cash credit, whatever stock you have and whatever due collection in your business, that is considered by bank. Bank will give you loan as a cash credit, and they kept your stock under the hypothecation of bank. Here you have to pay fixed rate of interest which is decided earlier at a time of sanctioning cash credit. In your business, whatever due collection is there and whatever your stock, that will be considered at a time of giving cash credit. The main difference between overdraft and cash credit is there. In overdraft, the self guarantee will be decided by the bank, and in cash credit, the stock and due collection will be considered. In both overdraft and in cash credit, whatever amount you have utilized, for that you have to pay certain rate of interest. Third service is loan. The main function of a bank is to receive deposits and provide loan. The bank receives deposit at lower rate and provides loan at the higher rate. The bank provides loans to the client in different ways. The bank provides loan to the customer for different requirements like buying a house, buying a furniture, renovation of the house, buying a vehicle, or for the development of their business. If the advance is for a long term and the amount repayment is paid fully at the time or at a regular term installment, then it is called as a loan. In order to secure the loan amount, the bank keeps the immovable property as mortgage. Such loan is repaid according to the terms decided at the time of sanctioning loan. Loan, very important service given by bank. In primary function, we have discussed about the loan. Generally, loan is sanctioned by bank as per the guarantee given by you. For different requirement, you get a loan for buying a house, for purchasing a furniture, then renovation of your house. Bank will give you loan, and for that loan, different rate of interest is charged by bank. If the advance is for a long term and the amount repayment is paid fully at the time or at a regular term installment, then it is called as a loan. Here, immovable property will be kept by bank as a mortgage at a time of giving loan, and you have to pay your loan amount in a term decided at the time of sanctioning loan. Loan, very important service by bank. Always the rate of loan, that is lending rate, is higher than the deposit rate, and the difference between that is profit for the bank. Last service, that is banker's check or a pay order. Banker's check is a facility similar to a bank draft. The check issued by the bank against the payment accepted by the bank is called a pay order. Pay order can be encased only in the same cities. Students, this is very important word that you have to remember. Pay order can be encased only in the same city. When check issued by bank for the payment of debt, then it is known as pay order. Pay means to pay money to someone. When bank issue check for the debt, whatever bank has to pay to the next person, then it is known as pay order or a banker's check. And that banker's check can be encased on the only and only in the same cities. Means that is not outstation check. That is not outstation check that can be encased in a same city. So students, these are 4 different services provided by bank. In next video lecture, some other services and also mobile banking, internet banking, debit card, credit card, we have to discuss. In this video lecture, we have completed very important answer, that is types of bank account, then RTGS and NEFT, and also some services provided by bank. So remaining parts in this chapter we will discuss in next video lecture. Till then, goodbye and Jai Shri Krishna to all of you.